Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Erin's Book Club. So I just finished putting up a review for The Last Herald Mage, which was a three-book set in the last part of my to-be-read pile. So that means I get to do another to-be-read pile for you guys. So I had a hard time, especially with after all of my birthday books that I got, picking 4 for my to-be-read pile. And I always do 4 because in my line of thinking, hopefully I'm doing a book a week. It doesn't often happen, but a book a week and then 4 a month. I'm going to need to do more because my goal for the end of the year is 56, which probably isn't going to happen, but one can hope. So the first book that I have to do in my to-be-read is Warriors, The Darkest Hour. And it is the 6th book in the Prophecy Begins series by Erin Hunter. I really am enjoying everything about the Warriors sagas that I have read. They're difficult to read. They seem a lot more adult than what is portrayed like on the cover, but they apparently are for children. I enjoy them. They're real. I enjoy the outlook of what this author thinks cats in the wild would be. So I'm going to read the back of it for you guys so you know what I'm getting into. The time has come for prophecies to unfold and for heroes to rise as Tiger Star's quest for power plunges the forest into terrible danger. In order to save his clan, Fireheart must uncover the meaning of the ominous prophecy. 4 will become 2. Lion and tiger will meet in battle, and blood will rule the forest. So I'm not liking the whole idea of 4 will become 2, because I have a sneaking suspicion that she's going to kill off more characters, which always breaks my heart. And yet I can't stop reading them, and I don't think I ever will be able to stop reading them. So that's that one. And then there's another one. Now this one is definitely meant for children. I think it's what you would call a grade level book. It is one that is way beneath my age bracket. However, I thoroughly enjoyed them as children, and I'm rereading the entire series as now that I'm adult, and I can actually look at this with a kind of a different outlook. But the books have been incredibly hard to find, and this latest one that I've picked up, I actually couldn't find on Amazon for any less than $20, and I refused to spend $20 on a used book. Especially one that's this little. So that book is Shining's Orphan. It's the Thoroughbred series. It's number 12. And again, it's this big, so I had a hard time justifying on Amazon spending $20. So hello, Erin, words. So I'll read the back of it for you guys so you know what I'm looking into. One night when Samantha McLean goes to the barn to check on her horse Shining, she gets a big surprise. There's a girl sleeping on the hay between 2 orphan foals. Cindy Blake has run away from her foster home and found her way to Whitebrook Farm. She loves horses, and there isn't any place she'd rather be. Cindy begs Samantha to let her stay. Cindy turns out to be a natural with horses, and she develops a bond with Shining. She thinks she's found the perfect home at last, but when the authorities find out where she is, they want to send her to another foster home. Can Samantha and her friends at Whitebrook Farm find a way to keep Cindy on the farm for good? And again, lovely cover. I do love the covers on these. And it's going to be a nice, easy read, which I'm going to need after reading The Last Herald Mage. So I'm very excited to read that one. And then reading The Last Herald Mage kind of got me addicted to Mercedes Lackey, and I went searching through my library downstairs, and I found another Mercedes Lackey book called The Queen's Own. And again, this is a book of 3 in 1. It's got the Arrows of the Queen, Arrows Flight, and Arrows Fall. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did with The Last Herald Mage. I'm going to read each book separately because basically they are 3 books in one. And I'm a little bit nervous because The Last Herald Mage was so good. I'm really afraid that it's going to put me in the wrong expectations for the rest of her books, but we'll see. So the back, I guess it's the inset of this book is: raised in the borderlands of Valdemar, 13-year-old Talia knew little about the world beyond her father's farm, but with her love of reading, a man's privilege considered mere frivolity for females, the girl found temporary escape from the dreariness of her life. And in stolen moments lost in the spell of forbidden books, she dreamed of the valiant white cloud heralds and their wondrous equine companions who served the queen and the kingdom. Then the day came that her father's first wife announced that it was time for Talia to either marry or enter the services of the goddess. Both futures filled the girl with dread, but her wishes meant nothing to the elders. Desperate to get away, Talia fled to a cave that she had often been used as a secret reference in her past. Wrapped in misery, fearful of discovery, she almost resigned herself to returning home to face whatever fate her father had decreed when she heard the sound of hooves and the gentle bridle bells outside. It was no searcher on horseback. Talia knew from the tales she'd read that only a herald's companion wore such tack. Still, she was unprepared for the sheer magnificence of the creature that gazed at her with the eyes of deep blue, sapphire blue. I choose you, of all the world, out of all the seeking I have found you. It was a feeling more than words, radiating from the companion, and it filled Talia with a joyous sense of love and joining. In that moment she was unaware of what it truly meant to be chosen, but her greatest dream was coming true. She was about to begin training as a herald, and not just any herald, but the Queen's own. The one person the monarch would be able to turn to and trust as Voldemort faced a dangerously uncertain future. So it sounds like this one was done before, I think before Vaniel. I don't know. It may have been after. But it'll be exciting to see how this one goes, although I am leery of doing this one. We'll see. So then the last of the four that I chose was a birthday present for myself, and it's one that I've been looking forward to from the moment I saw it, from the moment I could justify purchasing it. And I can't wait. I might actually start with this book. I might actually start with this book. So this one is Total Cat Mojo, The Ultimate Guide to Life with Your Cat, and it's written by Jackson Galaxy, who is the fellow from My Cat from Hell, who also is pretty much my hero when it comes to cat behavior. I mean, I don't agree with everything that he says, but no expert is going to have all of the answers, right? You have to figure out your own thing as well. But I'm very excited for this one. And I'm not going to read the back of this one because it isn't like a story, but it's basically a comprehensive how-to book of cats. It's like the sophisticated version of Cats for Dummies, which I also have. I don't think I've read it yet, but I also have Cats for Dummies. So very excited, and those are all of my books in my to-be-read pile, and I will let you know when I have the first one read. Thanks so much, guys.